I think you all know how I paint, my technique over the many YouTube videos I've done. I just chose a couple of major clips out of this painting, the Surf Fishers, a new painting that I recently finished, 2 feet by 4 feet. I wanted to tell you about something that's so important in painting that a lot of technologies other than fine art painting, visual art, doesn't have, and that's enjoying your brush stroke. If you take a photograph, you hit a button, it's almost over. If you shoot videos, you're hitting buttons, it's almost over. You can edit, but there's something about painting, especially oil painting, when you can play with your brush and the brush strokes. So I decided to share with you guys more the impact of playing with the brush stroke, because as compared to photography and videography and any of the other ographies, visual painting itself has an element that is so tactile, your hand on the canvas with a brush. And if you choose the right brush, the right paint that matches your personality, you can create, you can start to enjoy the painting in a more tactile way, where you're moving the brush around in a way that you can only do. Each one of us is so different. Each one of us has a different way of moving our brush around a canvas, and you can enjoy it. Spend some time thinking about, well, I shouldn't say thinking, because the more you think in painting, the worse your painting will look. But spend some time feeling or enjoying that platform of moving paint around on the canvas in a way that only you can, and it'll show up in the painting, and people will recognize your signature is the way your brush moved on the canvas. I think that is so important today, because a lot of things today, people need, they're very reactionary, and seems like we need things to happen like now for now, but painting is something that takes a while, and the only thing you can do to convey a sense of happiness or joy, or make people want to look at your painting, is in these brush strokes you can create that reflect who you are. It's almost like every time somebody looks at your painting, they're looking at you. They're looking at who you are, and each one of us is different. So our brush strokes are based on who we are as people, how we grew up, just everything about us comes out in like handwriting. So that's why I chose these couple of clips for you guys to take some time and enjoy how I master a picture on the canvas. Recently, I've been doing a lot more of initial drawing on the underlayer. In the old, before I would just wipe the light and keep going, as you guys know. But things change, and you have to be flexible, and you have to just go with the flow. I try in my art to never question anything. I don't question anything about my life, far less from my art. I just go with it. I only own it for as long as it wants me, kind of thing. Kind of like life. We're only here for as long as we're supposed to be. But coming back to the brush strokes. Look at how I'm just laying in these strokes right now. Just take your time, and you can almost feel it and enjoy it. That's why it might be boring for a lot of people to look at somebody do a painting, because if you didn't know what you were doing, it could be boring, and especially if you go through a tough part of a painting. But if you learn to enjoy your brush strokes, you will enjoy your painting, and people will see that in the final product. It's not just smushing paint on the canvas, it's smushing it in a certain way that makes people want to look at it. I hope you guys enjoyed this couple of clips I decided to put together on such an elaborate painting as the Surf Fishers Pismo Beach. spend more time enjoying putting the brushes or your brush strokes on the canvas. So as we're coming to the end of the painting, the brush strokes tend to slow. And your question might be, how do you keep slow brush strokes enjoyable as the brush strokes in the beginning? In the beginning, brush strokes are wild and free. There's a lot of rhythm. Towards the end of a painting, brush strokes become a little more labored, but they shouldn't look labored. So you have to find a way of feeling the beauty in the stroke as it slows down in your painting. I hope you continue to stay with this video right now. Go slowly and watch how I create different parts of this painting towards the end of it, and then I'll close the video out. Okay. Well, if you took the time to watch this entire video all the way through, you're at about 9 minutes, a little over 9 minutes here, running into 10. I know it's a long video, but I had to slow it down a little so I can show you guys how it feels to put in brush strokes in real time. You can get a gist for making your brush strokes delicious, you know, for you to look at, and your audience is going to pick it up in the actual mark that you make, because that's what painting is all about. It's all about our character found in marks that we put onto a canvas, exactly like a signature. I guess this is a great place for me to speak on this right now, is when I'm doing a signature, because your signature took years to develop the way you have it. The older you get, the simpler your signature gets. It's the same thing I feel with brush strokes. The older you get, your brush strokes should get simpler. Your idea for painting should be simpler. Seems like a lot of people, well, we all did it. When you're young, you're complicated. You see more, you hear more, you know more. But as you age and you've been burnt or you've learned about life, things change, and the drive is to make everything simpler. So your mark that you make in a painting is absolutely, to me, one of the most important attributes of a quality piece of art. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hey, can you like, subscribe, and share with your friends my videos? I'll see you guys. Take care.